Hi everyone in English 1301 and English 2323. This is Dr. E and I will be your professor this semester, so very much looking forward to the fall of 2023 and hope you are as well. Just wanted to offer this brief video to give you a sense of kind of where to go and what to do, especially if you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed on the first day. It's completely understandable. Don't worry, you are not alone. So for this video, I have a few things that I just want to point out, and there are some links that I will be sending in the email that I also send this video in, just so that you have those kind of at your fingertips. So the first is, we're starting at our LSE online website, and I will send you the link for this. It's just a good idea to bookmark it on your tablet or device, whatever it is that you're using, so that it just is a quick way to get to most places. So you have all the tabs up here at the top, class login, the calendar, all of that good stuff. So in order to go to D2L, for me, the easiest thing to do is just to go through My Lone Star. So if you click on My Lone Star, you'll have your username and your password, and this is what you use for all of the different Lone Star logins. So don't feel like this is something you haven't received. This should be something that everybody has. And remember that when you see information, when I log in, it's going to look a little bit different for y'all. Don't worry. Just know that you will see a student tab, just like I have, faculty and employee. You'll have your student email. It's a really good idea to go ahead and look at your student email, because this is where some of your professors are going to prefer to communicate with you. And also it's good to know that you also have some information here on the left-hand side. So if you want to use the online version of Microsoft Word or the online version of Excel, that kind of thing, then you have access to that as a student here. But I am definitely going to make some recommendations about that, so just wait on it. It's coming. So if you want to go to our D2L page, you just click on LSE Online right here is that tile. It's going to take you to another page where you're essentially just clicking another button. Don't worry, it's taking us to D2L. And this is where all of your classes should appear. So again, mine's going to look a little bit different from yours. I have a couple of things that, you're probably not super interested in, like the online campus faculty resources, that kind of thing. So if you scroll down, you'll see one of our classes. It'll either look like this little tile here or this little tile here. I'm going to go ahead and start with British literature, just to use that as an example. So those of you in English 1301, don't worry, it looks very similar. I'm just going to open the view as a student so that you know exactly what it's going to look like. And so here we are. I'm using a different homepage this semester just because I think it's easier to access everything with that visual table of contents. Please know that your announcements are going to appear right here. Everything is here. But that's kind of the easiest way to just get to our course from anywhere. So use that LSE Online page. What I also want you to know, and I will be going over all of this in a D2L introductory video, but it's good. Again, I'm going to send you some links that are useful to have. And so the first thing is going to be in the D2L and Tech Help area. And that's going to be for the Virtual Learning Assistance Center. So I am going to send you the link for this. So if I'm moving too quickly, don't worry. You're going to have plenty of time. I'm going to walk through this in a separate video. But this is a really important place that you should become familiar with, because it's everything you need as a student, particularly in online courses. So you have the service desk chat. I would definitely recommend you take advantage of that. Librarian chat. And it has all the other helpful information right here on the left-hand side, especially when it comes to D2L. So if you click on discussions, it'll show you, if you have an issue, you can problem solve, or of course you can go and click the IT service chat. You have a lot of different options available to you as a student. So just make sure that you're familiar with these different scenarios in different places. Okay, the next place that I want you to become familiar with, I'm going to go back to D2L and to the D2L and Tech Help space, is going to be the OTS site. That's Office of Technology Services. And so this is one of those, again, you should bookmark these places just so that you have them. Even though I have them in D2L, maybe you're having a problem logging into D2L, and that's the problem you need to solve. So you have these other things bookmarked. If you click on Student Resources, all of this information is super helpful. So again, access to your email, what I want you to note is the Get software. Again, you have access to free versions of the whole suite for Microsoft 365, so please go ahead and take advantage of that. There are online versions of Microsoft Word, and those are okay, but they're not nearly as functional as going to download the full version. And again, you have access to that as a student here, so make sure that this is part of kind of your first week process, is getting all that you need to be a successful online student, because there are certain things that are more beneficial for you than there may be for face-to-face folks. Okay, so Wi-Fi and computer resources, all of this good stuff. One last thing I'm going to point out is I'm going to take us to Grammarly. So I don't want to talk about AI. I would prefer that we not ever have to have a discussion about AI, but it's definitely something that we're dealing with now. But what I want you to consider is downloading your free version of Grammarly so that you can use that to help when it comes to revising, editing, updating, helping you catch some of those things. Microsoft Word has a spell and grammar check. It's not perfect, and I'm not saying that Grammarly is perfect either, but it is just a tool to kind of add to your tool belt of being a student and successfully submitting homework and getting the best possible grade, right? We don't have to be grammar experts. We just need to know those tools that we can use to potentially make that that submission even better. Okay, so it's something that I will definitely recommend, not because I think AI is a good thing when it comes to turning in online writing, but when it comes to Grammarly being a helpful tool, definitely. All right, so that's just the basics right now. Again, I'm going to send you these links in the introductory email, and your classes will be more visible and visual. They're not completely done just yet, so don't worry about that. But if you have any questions before the class officially opens, just go ahead and reach out to me via email. You'll get an email from me, so you'll have my email address ready for you. So hopefully you're not feeling too overwhelmed on the first day. Please don't feel that way. And if you're still feeling that way into about the second or third week, then definitely get in touch with me and let's talk. All right, have a great week.